Ladies, if you meet a man and he tells you that he doesn't desire children, he doesn't want to be married, and those are things that you desire, or it may not be marriage, but whatever it is, if it's your heart's desires and he tells you that he doesn't want those things, and you decide to get in a relationship, you're settling. We have our standards, the morals and the values that are so important to you and that are going to be important for a foundation of a relationship. And then we have our preferences that, sometimes we can compromise, right? Like I'm 5'7", and all the guys I meet in Dallas are 5'9". Of course, I would love, to have someone 6 foot tall, but most of the guys that I meet are 5'9", or shorter. But, I was having this conversation with a guy, and, he doesn't, if it happens, it happens, but it's not his desire to be married and to have children, and he's dating women who do. And my question for him was, well, okay, so that you like marriage and children is like not on your to-do list. Like that's not something that has to happen for you. It's not important for you. And that's okay. But why do you continue to date women who desire that and holding them fully responsible for what happens and getting hurt and getting attached? At some point, there has to be some responsibility on the man because you continue to date those women. And this isn't to bash men or to point out men's error because women also are at fault. We cannot change a man. If you meet someone and they tell you, regardless of the morals and the values that you both, have are the same, and maybe you both are ambitious and driven and want to own businesses and all these things. But if there is something that you truly, truly desire for your life, and you decide to enter a relationship with that man in hopes that he will see that you are his wife or you are wife material or he should marry you, then women, we are wrong. But not are we only wrong, women, we are settling. That's settling. Regardless of the wonderful things, he cannot truly give you your heart's desires. And will you go 20 years in a relationship, never being married, never having children, unfortunately not being able to conceive, and you look back and regret your life? Now the question I had for the guy was asking him, have you tapped into why you continue to date those type of women? Because even though you may be a great guy and you for your life do not choose for marriage and to have children, why do you keep bringing those type of women into your life? Because although you're saying you are upfront, you continue to see the end result, right? So why are you welcoming that negative energy? Because it's going to turn negative, right? Because we get frustrated and we start to resent and we get angry and we start to argue because we're not getting what we want. I'm speaking for the woman. And you are seeing that pattern because at the end of the day, regardless of how upfront you were, you know what they desire, which is marriage and children, and you don't want to give them that. So at what point do you recognize and are aware that you are attracting women who don't love themselves? There's a lack of self-love there because why would you settle for a woman who don't love herself enough to only date men who give her her desires? And I know it comes from us thinking we can change men. I know it. I know we do it. I've done it myself. But ladies, it's settling. It is settling. And as I informed the gentleman, settling isn't negative. Like, it's not something to say that you've done something wrong. It's not saying that, it's not saying that there's something wrong and that the person is bad. but it is acknowledging that you can't give me everything I want. And the guy was offended when I said they're settling. I'm saying, no, I respect what you want and you don't want, but it is settling because at the end of the day, you can't give them what they want. And you really have to tap into why you continue to bring in that negative energy in your life, because when they start to respond to the fact that you'll never give them what they want, you're now interrupting your peace in your life, and you're bringing in that energy because it's bound to happen. So for men and women, but for my women, if he never changes, can you spend the rest of your life with him? And that includes if he never decides to marry you or give you the children that you desire. Can you be happy for the rest of your life? And if not, then ladies, we are settling. Thank you so much for watching my YouTube channel. My name is Jessica Rich, which I should have said at the beginning, but I got so into it. Life and leadership development coach, which I specifically like to help women become a better version of ourselves. Women in 2023, we have to do better. Have a good day.